everybody, welcome back to another episode of my mom's recipe box. I'm so glad to see you, and I just wanted to say we passed 500 subscribers this week, and I'm so grateful to you guys for tuning in. It makes me so happy to be here sharing my mom's recipes with you, and I hope that you're making some and enjoying them. And as always, if you have any questions, if there's something you'd like to learn how to make, anything, if you want to ask me about my mom, please drop me a line in the comments and I promise I'll get back to you right away, okay? So let's get started on this week's recipe. This is a take on my mom's lasagna with a little bit of a twist. But before I get started, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You're gonna need to do that. Okay. So anyway, when my mom was getting near the end of her life and she was in hospice care, my brother flew out from San Diego and he actually spent a few months with my parents helping to take care of them. And so he was in the mood for something Mexican one day, and he was going out to run an errand. He was like, when I get back, I want you to make me something Mexican. So I was like, I hadn't had much experience with authentic, I have no experience with authentic Mexican food, but I had very little experience with making any kind of Mexican food. So I decided that the only thing I was going to need to get from the store to do this was taco shells. So I went to the store hoping to get taco shells. Unfortunately, I was up in Hagerstown. The only thing they had at the store were soft corn tortillas. So I bought them, I brought them home, I browned up some meat, made taco filling, and then I just started layering it with the corn tortillas, the taco meat, some beans, some corn, some cheese, and then just kept layering it and ended up making a sort of a spin on lasagna. So that's what I'm going to be making for you today. And it's a really easy recipe, and it's also very versatile. You can put any kind of veg you like in there. You know, if you want to spice it up, you can add peppers, you can add different hot spices, tomatoes, onions. You could even put some avocado with it. You know, there's just a whole world of different things you can do with this recipe. I'm going to be keeping it fairly basic today, but please experiment. You can't go wrong. You're not going to make a mistake, don't worry. So for today, because as you know we don't eat meat anymore, we're going to be substituting meatless crumbles for the ground beef, okay? These are meatless crumbles. And you know, when you're using different seasonings in them, I don't really think you can tell. You know, the texture is pretty much there. So we're going to be using the meatless crumbles. We're going to add a can of black beans. We're going to add some frozen corn, a little bit of dried chopped onion. We have taco seasoning here. We have some other spices. We have some garlic. We'll have some pepper. You know, just whatever you like, guys, will work perfectly in this dish, okay? So come on back and we're going to get started browning the crumbles, okay? See you soon. Okay, welcome back, guys. So we're going to get started on this dish by browning the crumbles first. So I'm going to turn my burner on to medium high. All right, get that thing going. And then I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil and we're just going to put a little swirl in the bottom of the pan, okay? Just like that. Okay. Give it a tilt. And now we're going to take our meatless crumbles and we're going to put these in the pan. Okay. Just like that. And you just want to kind of break up these giant frozen chunks. Okay, we're just gonna stir it around a little bit. Should start to sizzle in a minute. Yeah, just okay, now I'm gonna add the spices. This is a half a cup of taco seasoning. If you're using the packets, I suggest 2 envelopes for this dish. 2 generous tablespoons of chopped onion. About a good sprinkle of garlic powder. A little bit of pepper and a little tiny bit of cayenne pepper. It'll all go in here. If you're using the envelopes of taco seasoning, I would suggest using 2 envelopes here, okay? Give this a stir. And you can see it's pretty dry, so we're gonna add a little vegetable stock. If you don't have vegetable stock, you can add water. And we're gonna add about 3/4 of a cup, okay? Give that a stir. I think we might need a little bit more of this stock. This is still pretty dry. So maybe a cup. Say a cup of stock. Okay, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit to like medium low. And now we're going to add a 15-ounce can of black beans. These are rinsed and drained. And then we're also going to add about a cup of frozen corn. Let's do the whole dish in there. Okay, with your very clean fingers, right? And we're going to give this a stir. Okay. And then we're just going to let it cook on medium-low for about 10 minutes. 5-10 minutes until everything is together. Corn is obviously thawed. And then we'll be ready to start layering our lasagna. Okay, so come back. Okay guys, welcome back. We have been cooking our crumbles mixture here for, about 5-6 minutes. It really doesn't take very long. And if you want to come take another look at it, you can see it's not, it's not super wet and it's not super dry, which is good. Okay, so it's just like this. It smells amazing, I must say. Okay, so now we're gonna put this lasagna together. So if you come over here, we have a package of 10 soft corn tortillas and I've cut them in half, okay? And I've cut them in half because we need some straight edges, see? So we're just gonna put these in our pan, like so. It's okay if they overlap, no problem. It's okay if they break a little, no problem. This is a no problem lasagna, okay? And then we're gonna put one here in the middle. Okay, so that's our first layer right there. And I've greased the pan with a little vegetable shortening, okay? So now we're gonna take our mixture here and we're just gonna put some here. About around half of it. Okay, and then we're just gonna spread it out. If you need more, that's great, no problem. We've got plenty. Okay, so just put that on like so. If you wanted to add salsa, you could do that. That would be good. If you want to add a can of tomatoes here, that would be good. Garlic cloves, whatever you want, really, whatever you want. Okay, let's put a little bit more in that corner right there. And a little bit here. Okay, just kind of try and get all the tortillas covered with the mixture. Okay, but it's not, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then you're gonna take your cheese. What we have here is 8 ounces of a triple cheddar. You can use any kind of cheese you like. And you can use as much cheese or as little cheese as you want. This is really no fail, guys, really. Okay, so we got our cheese there. And then we're gonna take another layer of the tortillas. Like so. Like so. Okay. There and there and there. Look at that. It just about came out perfect. There and there. Okay, and then we're going to take the rest of our mixture and put it on top. Let's just get it all in there. I didn't mean to smack it down like that. If any of you had fallen asleep, I think that probably woke you up. Okay. And then we're going to top this with some more cheese. And go generous on this layer of cheese because this is your last layer. You want it to look gorgeous when it comes out of the oven. So a couple good handfuls of cheese here. And there we have it, guys. This is basically it. A little bit more. Okay. Oh heck, we don't have that much cheese left. Let's do it. Okay. Get those pieces there. Get them in there. Okay. We're going to put this in the oven for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees. And then we are going to eat. Okay? Come back. Hi everybody, welcome back. The lasagna is out of the oven. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So delicious. So now it's time to taste test, okay? So, babe, give it a try. There you go. Your fork. And be careful because it's going to be a little bit hot. Yeah. Nice and cheesy on top.
Very cheesy.
Again, you can add salsa to this. You could even add, maybe some chopped tomatoes or maybe some pico de gallo. Or even if you wanted a little crunch, you might even sprinkle some tortilla chips on top before you bake it. Sky's the limit, guys. That's good. The meat, the meatless meat, is very flavorful. I like the corn and the black beans in there. It's got a teeny tiny bit of a kick. We're kind of spice wimps. Well, I'm a spice wimp. So I didn't spice it up too much, but you could definitely, make it as hot or as not hot as you want. Okay? Got it. So anyway, that's it for this episode of My Mom's Recipe Box. Again, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting us. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. We're on our way to our next 500 subscribers. So I hope that if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please like. And if you like what you see, please share. Okay? Take good care, guys, and we'll see you next time on My Mom's Recipe Box.
Stay safe. See you next time.
Bye-bye.